I was thinking about how Morpheus told Neo that he was living in a dream world. And I don't know why that stuck with me, but it did. And I started thinking, they present the illusion, but they can't make it real. We have to make the illusion real. Because honestly, if we sat back and thought about most of the stuff they present to us, it actually doesn't make any sense. So when they present the illusion, it's a natural instinct for us to want to make it real. So we actually make the illusion reality no different than when a person manifests their thoughts into reality. We are the steam or the energy or the legwork behind making all of their illusions real. And I just thought about that. It's actually us doing it.
They told you that George Floyd was suffocated by a knee restraint that wasn't part of police policy, and then they found the knee restraint in police training materials, and then when they asked the police about it, they have nothing to say. We were told not to say anything to you about it. And I'm the coon. You've been played. They manipulate you. They use your anger. They use the fact that you identify as a group of blacks instead of an individual in America. They get that against you every single time. They turn you into one person instead of allowing you to be an individual. They turn a group into one person, and then they control you with narratives like this that make you act so easily that it's damn near like witchcraft, how easily they can control you, how easily they can manipulate you. Think about that. Think about that. You were so anti-Trump, you voted in a guy who literally put black people in prison. 2 people. Think about that. Black Lives Matter, who is so social justice, so criminal reform, prison abolishment, and they say vote these 2 people in. You've been played, but I'm the coon, though. I understand.
Okay, now, the body cam will have info overlaying the footage, like the date and time, etc. So automatically we can determine that this video has been edited. And now going over the 8 reasons why I think this video looks suspicious. Number 1, we don't see them running his ID to determine that he had a warrant. Number 2, the feed was cut off way too early. Number 3, Kim Potter lifted her gun up multiple times in her eyesight, which indicates that she knew her pistol was in her hand. Number 4, anybody that shoots a weapon will be looking through the iron sight of the weapon to get a good shot. And you can tell that Kim did just that. And number 5, I don't see a muzzle flash to pinpoint when she discharged a weapon. That's very important. And number 6, I don't hear any loud pop noise that indicates when she fired her weapon.
Think about this. They raised $90 million, and I'm the coon. They have Nike sponsorship. Colin Kaepernick has a Nike sponsorship, and you think he's a social justice warrior. Did the Black Lives Matter have sponsorships? Think about that. The corporate entities that we were just against when Bush was in office. We was just against the corporations, right? Now they're back in the movement that you think is there to help you. And I'm the coon. The government is literally helping Antifa get out of jail. And you think you think that they're not with the government. This shit is crazy. The government are the ones who are prosecuting Derek Chauvin right now. They're the ones telling you all these fucking lies. They're the ones working in concert with the media to make you think the prosecution has a good case going on right now. They're the ones working on that against you, and you think they're on your side. You think they're trying to find justice. A minute ago, you were against the criminal justice system, and now you're very gung-ho for it. And I'm the coon.
I think that when you're when you have a Marxist agenda,
Yes.
and your agenda is redistribution of wealth.
Yes.
Well, when we talk about wealth is tax dollars according to government, right? Because government doesn't make money, they take money.
Yes.
So when we look at all the major cities, then we have to say, okay, where are most of the money going to? And in some cases, nearly half the budget is going to the police department. So if your goal is you want to redistribute that money. So you're looking and going, I need to redistribute money. Who's getting the most?
Yeah.
Well, they are. okay, we gotta, how do we get that money from them? So they work with their people in media and everything in entertainment. And now they're saying, okay, we have to create this narrative that the police are racist, that the police are bad, that the police, we don't need them. So therefore we can have legislation drawn up to say that we can take that money and then redistribute it, which was the goal anyways. It's like, you gotta work backwards.
Yeah.
You are being played. They are using your energy as a battery, and every single time. Look what they got you to do last time. Look how much money was given. George Floyd family, $14 million. Breonna Taylor family, you thought she was asleep in bed when she was killed because that's what her lawyer told you. That's what her lawyer told you on national TV. Had everybody in the street still saying that to this day. She was not in bed. But you didn't know that, and you got upset. They blind you with this anger, with this racial narrative. That's how they were able to make the Chauvin thing look like black versus white. And then when all the facts come out, it's like, oh, he died because he had a bad heart. There was no criminal intent there. But you don't care. You don't care because you're under a spell. And I'm the coon.
Okay. And number 7, she held her gun up close to his body to the point where she can see what targeted area of his body she would hit. So she knew that wasn't a taser, clearly. And number 8, without any indication that she discharged a weapon, this seems staged to me, honestly. Especially with the footage being made public so quickly. Like, I didn't even know this was out. And editing out the beginning of the traffic stop and what happens as soon as she yells that she shot him also makes this footage suspicious. Leave your comments down below and tell me what you think. I strongly believe that this is a ritual in order for certain people to feed off of everybody else's emotions. But hey, I mean, you don't gotta believe nothing I say. In fact, I don't want you to, because you're your own human being. I'm just here to make you think.
Who do you think has you under that spell? Black people? Black people that care about? Who do you think has you under that spell? Who did Patrisse Cullors say trained her? Eric Mann. What color is he? Where is he from? What movement is he from? You don't even fucking know. Because you're under a spell. But I'm the coon. What did they get from us? What did they get from us this year? What did they get from us? How much energy did they take from us to build what? What did they get? They got the presidency, right? They basically have the majority in Congress. And what do we get? What did we get? Black Lives Matter, $90 million. Patrisse Cullors, 4 new homes. And what do we get? They use your energy and you still want to be mad. And I'm the coon. I'm the one working in, I'm the nigga in the house. Is that what you think?
What I see is they pick individuals to make martyrs or to make statements with that will always divide the conversation. So most people are going to be outraged if a guy's going to college. I don't care what color, we can say black, going to college, regular student, and the police gun him down. That's going to have unified outrage because they're going to say, this is a kid doing the right thing. But when you pick somebody that has a past that is literally terrible and you make them the martyr and focal point, it always divides the conversation. And to me, it's a tactic because you're not really focused on police brutality. What you're focused on is keeping folks divided with a narrative.
As Free Blanche said it here that he's going to get off. He's not. They can't. This place is they're not allowed.
That's why they had the incident this week with the young man getting shot. I'm telling you what they're gonna do. Is people are gonna go berserk when he gets off. It's gonna be worldwide protests again. Okay, y'all don't believe it's a setup. Last year, the scientists and doctors said out of all those protests that we had going on, it did not increase the spread of COVID.
Which is, I know that's BS.
But think about it though.
I know that's BS.
So that means the powers that be had to be in agreement that this event can't be led to spreading COVID. So what does that mean? There's a reason behind these protests. These are actual tactics. And everybody gets caught up with the imagery, but they're actual tactics because they know folks, they're going to see it internalize it, and then react to it. I'm telling you, it's a setup.
All the corporations and the government back your social justice movement. Do you understand what that means? That means if slavery was happening today, you would be a happy ass field nigga. That's what it means. The corporations would be the ones sponsoring the plantations. The corporations sponsor your social justice movement. Think about it. And what is getting done for you? Nothing. That sounds like a fucking plantation to me. And you're fighting for it. You're fighting against me to stay with them. And what have you earned from it? Except a bunch of likes on your comment when you call me a coon under my shit. You don't understand. That's why I don't block you. I don't block you because you feed the algorithms for me. Your hatred feeds the algorithms and pushes my content out to everyone else. So not only are you being used by the Democratic Party, not only are you being used by Black Lives Matter, you're being used by me. Your hatred is an employee. That's why I don't block you. That's why I welcome your conversation and your criticisms, because you get the message out.
He's not getting off.
Getting off. See, here goes the thing. We look at these trials as actual trials. They're not. They're for the public. They're not actual. They're for the public to get emotionally charged. Wait for it. Free Blanche. Get money. Go.